Get the 2023 Clownfish comic books, including Crimson Ren Volume 1 and previously on Clownfish TV. We're offering a limited number of these books. In our second chance offer, go to shopclownfish.com. That's shopclownfish.com. Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about that Ms. Marvel reboot. Remember how she died like 2 weeks ago?
It was more than 2 weeks ago. It was like a month ago or two.
2 whole months. Well, okay.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Neon is terrible at time. I'm just going to start this off. You know, he is awful. He'll be gone for like 40 minutes and be like, I was only gone for 5 minutes. And we're all like, you're gone for like 40 minutes. No, I wasn't. It was 5.
Aliens.
He's terrible. So
Aliens took me someplace.
It was 2 weeks for him. Continue.
That's true. I really don't have much of a concept of time. Anyway.
It lasted so long. It was very good.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Oh. Anyway, let's talk about Ms. Marvel.
He knows I'm kidding.
Let's talk about Ms. Marvel, right? Yeah, so she died not too long ago, and now she's coming back as an X-Man, X-person, X-them.
She's like, yeah, it was like a mutant and a human now.
Yes, she's a mutant and a human because we got to bring it Inhuman. A mutant.
She is a
Inhuman.
human, but you know what I'm saying.
We have to bring it in line with the Disney Plus show, right? So Ms. Marvel stans were very, very salty about her dying in Spider-Man of all things.
Yes.
And then they brought her back as an X-Man, and now they're really pissed off. And it's kind of funny because I guess the editors at Marvel told the writer, I think it was Zeb Wells, they told him not to go to any conventions anytime soon. And people probably thought that they were talking about the Spider-Man fans. They're probably talking about the Ms. Marvel stans.
Apparently.
So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants, guys. You get a woohoo.
Woohoo.
Woohoo. There you go. This is coming from piratesandprincesses.net. That's Geeky's Disney and Universal themed blog. And this article is coming from Mr. Milo, who's been writing for us for a couple of years now. And yeah, this is interesting. He actually compiled all the hate on Twitter, all in one place, concentrated
he was telling
hate.
me about it.
So Ms. Marvel reboot faces backlash over the mutant retcon, and they talk about, spoiler, you know, they had a book called like The Death of Ms. Marvel, but yeah, she freaking died, and Peter Parker's there and acting like his best friend died, and Peter Parker barely knew her. But that's okay, because she's coming back. She's coming back in a new X-Man costume, just in time for the gala. That is actually true. They were talking about it. They put a tweet out there talking about the gala at San Diego. Yeah.
Oh, yes, they're still doing that? Okay.
Yeah, she's got her gala out. So
Can't
now
wait to see the outfits from that event. Anyway.
Now that she's half mutant, you know, now she's half mutant, she can go to the gala because they were gatekeeping before. You weren't allowed to go because that was a space just for mutants. Kind of like they have at comic conventions where just certain people can go to certain spaces. I have people showing up
dressed are not mutants, but anyway, continue.
Yeah, so
some of them might be though.
They're doing these homage covers now. They're going back and picking a whole bunch of it. It's actually pretty trashy. I think it's because they're picking like classic X-Men covers and throwing Ms. Marvel on the cover. It's like, come on, guys. There's like 50 different covers. But yeah, this is the reaction from people. No. Is that elemental powers? Yeah, maybe. Maybe they're going to change her whole power set here. What are you going to do about it?
Well, that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, they're going to change all her powers.
They've already said that's what they're going to do.
Yep.
This could be they're just imitating covers.
This is the most offensive instance of movies affecting the comics. The worst part is her whole inception was based on the fact they didn't own the X-Men film rights at the time, so they wanted the Inhumans to be the mutant replacement. Well, now they got the rights back to the X-Men, and they don't give a shit.
Pretty much.
You know, they don't give a shit. I think it's funny because they're like, it's the most offensive instance of movies affecting the comic. No, not at all. Actually, comic books, they've kind of come secondary to the movies lately. Like every time they would do something in the movies, they'd be like, yeah, let's do that in the comics too. You know, it's just that this is the only time these people were paying attention. They're actually making her a mutant. So this is not going the way. They're like, nobody's happy she's coming back.
People already said, they already said like back when it was announced that she was going to go. They're like, no one wants this. They're going to kill her. They're going to bring her back. They're probably going to give her the powers to make it match the movie. And they were mad then. So.
Yeah, maybe her hands won't get embiggened anymore.
Well, it looks like they were still doing the beginning on some of the covers.
She's not getting the crystal powers, though. That was kind of lame. They're just trying to piss me off. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They literally thought about you when they made this decision. They're like, I bet
Personally, yeah.
It's Hot Guy on Twitter. You want to know what's going to piss them off? Yeah, let's do this. We're going to spend all this money just to piss that person off.
That's right, just for you.
Just for you. Aman Vellani is co-writing a Ms. Marvel book. That's fantastic. Ms. Marvel, the New Mutant. Oh dear.
Sorry.
How does it?
Reaction there.
How does it feel? How does it feel to have a character that you've loved for years suddenly get changed?
It hasn't been around that long.
For a year. How does it feel to have a character that you've loved for a year suddenly get changed by the powers that be when you thought you knew this character? How does it feel? Maybe it feels like some of us felt when all of a sudden Iceman's gay. Don't know why. He just is.
But to be fair, I think more people cared about those things because there's more fans of those things than there was of this.
That is true.
But it's not old enough, either.
Get this ugly suit out of my sight. Actually, I like the costume. I'll be honest. I actually like the costume. Tainting.
What is this, like the idiots?
Tainting her iconic cover with X-Men. Shame on you. Yeah, I wouldn't want the taint of the X-Men anywhere near my characters these days. It's a pretty shitty comic. You know what? Good for her. Well, there we go. These are people that are like, yep, chef's kiss. Kamala's new costume looks way better in black and yellow. I actually like the costume. I'll be honest. I like the costume. I think it works with the red scarf. Second cover, sick. Yeah, so they've been trying to make her stick. And we've talked about this at length, that they cannot make her stick. So now they're thinking, well, we'll just make her part of the X-Men. So now we know what's coming. Now we know what's coming in the MCU. Whenever the X-Men show up, finally, that she's going to be front and center.
Probably.
It's going to be...
No, you said they're going to probably use her like the window to the rest of the world.
Yeah, she'll be the new Rogue, the new Jubilee. Yep. It'll be like, oh, here's how we're going to introduce the X-Men. It's going to be seen through Kamala's eyes because she's the most important character. So there we go, guys. It's going to be really interesting to see how this affects comic sales. Who are we kidding? I don't think most of these people are buying the comics anyway.
I don't think so either. I mean, it's just... I mean, it's funny though. People are mad about it, but I'm like, but are there really a lot of people mad about it that it matters? Because I don't think there's enough fans of this to make that much of a ripple of anger in the pond.
Yeah, no, I agree. And they were worried about people showing up at San Diego Comic-Con. I'm like, they can't afford to go. They can't afford to go.
They're not. Do San Diego Comic-Con. We're gonna go to San Diego Comic-Con. Spend all the money to go to San Diego Comic-Con and go to your table and start shit.
Yell at you
out of San Diego Comic-Con over this.
How dare you? All right, are we going to wrap this up?
Yeah.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Help support the channel. Go to thereef.support and get early access to podcasts, videos, and other content. That's thereef.support.